Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the end of the football season as we know it. Super Bowl is officially over. We're going to cover that and a little bit more as we put a cap on the NFL season. This is the Football Stooges, the stupidest way to cover football imaginable.
And boy, is it fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was depressing this week for a lot of people that aren't living in Kansas or Missouri. So, or even with other news, people, this is depressing as well in Kansas and Missouri, but we'll get to that. Super Bowl's over, NFL season's over. The next football we'll see is actually the UFL, which will start. We'll talk about that a little bit. That's going to start in March. But there's a lot of stuff to cover about the Super Bowl, a lot of takes, a lot of, ways to cover it, ways to look at it. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm the host of the show, Lob City. Welcome to the Football Stooges. And as always, on 99.999% of all episodes, the right-hand man who has barely never missed a single episode, Macedon.
Kyle Shanahan's paying for his father's crime. Shut the fuck up, girl.
We put the caveat on it so he didn't have to say that, and he still says it.
All right, Kyle Shanahan's paying for his father's crime of ruining RG3.
Yeah, possibly. Speaking of another ruining of a quarterback, resident Bears fan is probably going to ruin Justin Fields or Caleb Williams. Mamba.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to college football 2025 on EA Sports.
Yeah.
It's in the game.
They've been developing that for so long, and then they drop a trailer that doesn't even have gameplay in it, I don't think.
It's a teaser.
Yeah. It's like, it's a teaser for the trailer, which comes out in May, and the game doesn't come out till summer.
Yeah, I think it comes out July, August.
EA Sports, I sleep. Space Marine 2 releases this
That's going to be a
year.
good one.
I've heard.
Mm-hmm. You know that's going to be
Manor Lords is coming out. I'm excited for that one. Obviously, the new NCAA game, Space Marine 2. I'm trying to think of any others.
Helldivers 2 just dropped.
Yeah, I just got that. I'm going to have to try that soon once it's done downloading all 72 gigs. Hate modern games. Speaking of somebody who hates a lot of things, Gorlami.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, we can go down a list, buddy.
The Vikings,
the Bears, Joe Barry, Brett Favre, new Aaron Rodgers.
Brett Favre.
You don't?
Patrick, no.
You endorse stealing money from welfare?
Showing your dick to reporters in New York?
No, I don't endorse that. But as a football player, I like him.
You endorse cross-body interceptions?
Yeah.
Late in the fourth quarter of a playoff game?
Look, my receiver's better. I don't care if there's three guys there. He will catch it.
Anyway, someone who needs better receivers, K-Duff.
I wish I knew what a good receiver was. We used to have those.
Really, you need a good offense.
That too. What I would love is a good offense. But now we got
Boston just needs good sports.
Yeah, we need some. I mean, we got the Celtics, but
actually they are good. Yeah. Still not better than my Clippers. They're on a tear. And
congratulations, you have a quarter of a good sports city now.
Yeah. Well, it was the best for a while. But anyway, let's talk about the best championship game in football, the Super Bowl. It has just concluded. I think
picture the horse that gradually gets better as you go.
Yeah, the horse that gradually. That's literally what it was. I think, Kiddo, do you want to start with news or do you want to start with covering the game?
Let's do some news because there's some stuff we can talk about afterwards. I think.
All right. Yeah. So let's.
There's some.
Go ahead.
Just go ahead and start it.
Okay. Kiddo news.
With special guest.
Myself. Yeah, it's not Gorlami on the jacket. Every time we do this shit, and there he is.
No.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
We actually put him out here.
Out of here.
Oh wait, what's that? There he is. Okay.
What unhinged comment do you want to hear?
Knowing he used either something about Portugal
and
or
we're canceled.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, KDF news. So obviously, the Super Bowl happened, and Chiefs won. It's their third Super Bowl in 4 years, and they are the first team since the 03-04 Patriots to go back to back. So, which is extremely hard to do in the National Football League. So good for them. I'd be remiss if we kind of continue going on with this without saying, and hope I speak for all of us when I say our thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Kansas City who were affected by the mass shooting during the end of their victory parade. It had 1 dead, 22 wounded, most of which were children, with some in critical condition. Police say they have 3 people in custody,
Oh,
and
three
it started.
now.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't an act of terrorism or anything like that. It's just from probably the dumbest fucking thing ever. Just a dispute between fans that just happen to be carrying guns. And yeah, it's just a really bad thing to get out to happen. So there's that. On lighter news, though that no Chiefs win, yes, and it's also, according to CBS, the highest watched telecast in TV broadcast history, averaging 123 million viewers across all streaming platforms, from TV to online to whatever.
Nickelodeon.
Yep, and Nickelodeon. If seriously, if you didn't watch the like highlights from the Nickelodeon stuff, it is actually kind of funny.
It is.
Yeah.
Very funny.
You have to
Very
firmly
funny.
grasp it. Let's see. There's a few notable free agents for both teams. Let's go into those real quick. So the Chiefs, they've got defensive tackle Chris Jones, cornerback L'Jarius Sneed, wide receiver McCole Hardman, who of course had the game-winning catch in overtime. Both linebackers Drew Tranquil and Willie Gay, safety Mike Edwards, running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire as well. And 2 guys that have confirmed to be returning after both retirement rumors for him, and even though he has 2 years left on his contract, head coach Andy Reid and tight end Travis Kelce both confirmed that they're going to be returning next year. As for the 49ers, they've lost a number of coaching pieces already. Assistant head coach Anthony Lynn has now been hired by the Commanders as their new run game coordinator. And they've also lost their passing game coordinator, Clint Kubiak. Yes, there is a relation to the Saints, who's become their new offensive coordinator. And notable free agents for them, you've got linebacker Randy Gregory, defensive end Chase Young, defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw, wide receiver Ray McLeod, who's like the only receiver of note that's a free agent. And don't worry, Debo and Ayuk are staying put. Defensive back Sean Gibson, and center John Feliciano, who's been at the center of a bit of controversy this week. It started after he was apparently getting in a little bit of a Twitter beef with his teammate Spencer Buford, I believe his name is, over a missed tackle in the Super Bowl that ruined a drive for them, and then he blamed it on being drunk and upset. Only for some guy who he used to play against with a lot when he was in the NFC, Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter are also getting on him, saying that this is the first time he's been a bitch about somebody online. After a game earlier this season when he was still a member of the Giants, where he got on Carter over his dead teammate Devin Wilcox, the Georgia player who died in the car accident after their championship win earlier this year. So dude is just a fucking piece of shit from the sounds of it.
Yeah, there's so much of that story is just like he said, then he said, or he said, she said kind of thing. It was hard to follow.
Yeah, it just either way, it just getting on some guy over their dead teammate's a fucking bad move. Let's see other stuff. A couple teams just ironing out a few other holes in their coaching rosters. For the Patriots, they don't have a new linebackers coach since Jerod Mayo got elevated to head coach, but now they do. And why not replace it with yet another former Patriots linebacker? Dante Hightower has been brought in as their new linebackers coach.
Wow, that was quick.
And very quick. Yeah. And the Raiders only after just hiring their new running backs coach, Deshaun Foster, he is now out from the team to become the head coach at his alma mater of UCLA. Let's see. We've also actually got a few signings, injury news, and trade and release stuff this week. Starting with the injury, the main injury, as we've confirmed, it's been confirmed that 49ers linebacker Dre Greenlaw tore his Achilles when he got injured running back onto the field during the game. So he is going to be out for the majority of the preseason and probably into training camp, or maybe into the beginning of the season. Who knows? Signings and re-signings. The Chiefs have signed defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo to a unspecified contract extension. The Seahawks are fully guaranteeing quarterback Geno Smith's $12.7 million base salary for next year due to a injury clause in his contract. And he's also set to collect another $9.8 million guaranteed for roster and workout bonuses next month, which would put him in the top 15 highest paid quarterbacks going into the offseason.
I mean,
Finally,
there was a while in the NFL where Andy Dalton was the highest paid quarterback or one of the highest, so I'm glad it's not the Bengals.
Let's see, trades and releases. Another big big hole for the 49ers. They are fired defense coordinator Steve Wilkes following their loss in the Super Bowl, which I don't think was the major issue with them. We'll get into exactly what quite went wrong for the 49ers when we go over the game. But last things I got left are the Steelers. They've released backup quarterback Mitch Trubisky. And the Bears have released both veteran safety Eddie Jackson and Pro Bowl guard Cody Whitehair. This frees up about $21.5 million in cap space for that. And from that sigh, I can tell Mama is not a fan of that move.
I mean, I don't know. I
Eddie
I get
Jackson
Eddie Jackson, yeah, but Whitehead was kind of the core piece to our offensive line.
Yeah, Pro
Who's
Bowler,
good.
8 years with your team,
Yeah.
guys. That
It frees
sucks,
up
man.
the money, but yeah, what you gonna do with the fucking line that you keep on needing to improve that you never?
Well,
do,
we'll
you know?
talk about that when we go over off-season grades going into this off-season. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Thank you, Kata, for your investigative news report. Now, one thing I will say, defensive coordinator of the 49ers, as Kata said, was fired, actually. I don't think you can be cut as a coach, but
Yeah.
brings up an interesting question of there's another, coaching spot open. We were talking about, will Belichick take over as the coach for the Chiefs now that Reed's gone if they win a Super Bowl? Turns out, big fella still wants
Reed's
to buy
staying,
some
yeah.
In-N-Out cheeseburgers here and there, which if you guys didn't see after the game, the NFL crew that was covering the game gave him an In-N-Out double cheeseburger
I
meal.
saw that. Yeah.
Which is
Nice.
great, dude. If I ever become an
Funny
NFL
about
coach,
that.
if I'm ever blessed to do that, I need the Andy Reid treatment. I need to win a game, In-N-Out burger right there.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. But
And now it's good.
so now the only open coaching job thus far, there could be some changes for other parts of the 49ers. I don't know, or any other team could all of a sudden decide, hey, fuck this guy. Let's So there's a defensive coordinator spot open. So you would think, who are the Niners going to go out and find? Maybe someone internal. There's also Mike Vrabel on the table if he doesn't want to be a head coach. Wants to go back into that defensive coordinator level,
Vrabel could work.
or people were talking about why not Belichick,
Because he's not going to
right.
take a
He's
downgrade.
going to want to have the full autonomy thing, but also if there's anybody, I think that Belichick would be fine being over him, John Lynch. That guy as a GM has been one of the better GMs in the NFL. Maybe not the best, but he's up there. The moves he's
You're
made,
right.
the trades he's done, the way he set up the team, the conflicts of contracts he's been able to work out. So people are saying, if Belichick goes there, right? And people were also talking about how earlier in the season there were reports that Mike Shanahan was asking someone to come out of retirement. People are starting to put two and two together and say, well, hey, what I've been saying all along for the past 2 years might happen, because who does Brock Purdy need to mentor him other than the GOAT,
Wait, what?
No,
I just
Tom
want
Brady's
someone
home
I
rest.
this and this and this.
Let Tom rest.
Bro, just
Patrick
Bro,
Mahomes has only lost to Tom Brady and Joe Burrow in the playoffs. Get this man in the Niners so that if the Bengals fail, the Chiefs don't win again, okay?
Well, honestly, I
please.
feel like that's just the Kyle Shanahan thing. He's been the part of some of the biggest
Shanahan,
collapses in the
yeah.
playoff off of memory. He's lost this Super Bowl. He lost in 2020 with the exact same scenario, and he was also part of 28-3 as an offensive coordinator for the Falcons.
Tom Brady,
So,
if you
I feel
can
like it's
hear
just a
us,
him.
please join the 49ers. Tom Brady.
He's
Tom-
not gonna. He's
Tom,
not gonna
listen,
leave that.
listen.
He's not gonna leave that analyst job for how
Tom,
much
just
money
rest.
he's gonna get from there.
Yeah, he's also getting money from the Raiders being a minority owner. So.
Yeah,
Can you be a minority owner of another team and be playing for a...
I don't think so.
I'd assume not. That sounds like a conflict of interest. Say the 49ers play the Raiders next year, and
They would go 15.
He goes to them and throws the game.
They would go
Good luck.
15 and... Well, they're not in the same division as the Raiders, so they'd go 15... Or like 16-1. 16-1, and then against the Raiders, Tom Brady has like negative 100 yards, 17 interceptions. Like,
even so, like his last season there was not in the league was not great. Let's face it, it wasn't
that was
great.
one of his best statistical seasons.
Statistically, yes, but thanks to the team around him, it was.
I mean, he had Leonard Fournette, who was averaging like 2 yards a carry, at best. A young Ricard White who hadn't really developed yet. The O-line was still, falling apart because Ryan Jensen was, taking stem cell treatment and like harvesting organs from pigs to like fix his knee or something. And then like Tristan Wirfs was hurt the whole year. They had Julio Jones who didn't work. They got Kyle Rudolph who like he's still alive. Like
they won with AJ Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, if this happens, it'd be cool. I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be. I mean, this also is. This is his chance to play for his hometown team. His team growing up. It is a pipe dream. Okay. Geez, all right, 10 career interceptions.
Let's just do Sherman.
Cam Chancellor. I don't know.
Oh, I like Cam Chancellor.
I can't remember if he ever had 10. Yeah,
he did. Yep. Career interceptions for the defense. Richard Sherman.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did play. Wait, did he ever play?
No,
he didn't play for Washington.
So who was the guy that fought with Taylor Lewan? Josh Norman.
Oh,
yep. Oh yeah, Norman. Yeah,
he actually has 10 careers. Oh damn!
Oh, what a picture!
Fucking picture.
St. Louis Rams.
Jalen Ramsey, obviously.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey.
There you go.
50 passing. Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah, I was about to say try to get someone.
Of course you go for that.
Oh my god, that's a bald head.
RG3.
Dr. Evil. My eyes.
Bald. RG3.
Can we say Kirk Cousins?
RG3.
What did you put? Roberto.
Roberti.
You had it, but
I clicked the wrong one. Nope, didn't.
Oh, wow.
Kirk.
Donovan McNabb.
Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
Kirk Cousins. Big Kirko.
I like that. Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner.
Yeah. Or Stafford or.
What the fuck?
I don't think Sam Bradford ever had 350 plus.
You paid a king's ransom for Sam Bradford.
AP defensive or offensive rookie of the year.
I hate you all. I hate you all.
You could go with
why?
For LA Rams, you could do.
I said Kurt Warner.
What's the defensive?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Donald wasn't he? Yeah,
was he a rookie of the year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
Washington. Who could be?
Was Chase Young a rookie of the year when he was with Washington?
No.
Wait.
No.
Was. All right. So AP defensive or offensive rookie of the year for the Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna go with.
I'm trying to think of a receiver.
Don Alexander could work.
He only played 8 years.
Running backs, man.
I mean, I know, but still, okay. He was on the cover of Madden, dude. Like he was. Who was Peyton Hillis?
Good receiver. He was
one that say
DK Metcalf.
Russell Wilson.
No.
Javon Curse.
Wait, I don't think Russell Wilson ever won Rookie of the Year. No.
Well, you can only ever win it once.
Yeah, I know, but like what I'm saying is, I think RG3 won it when Russell Wilson was
not Steve Largent. God dang it, not Steve Largent, really.
No, Golden Tate never played for Seahawks.
Golden Tate.
There was another one. Not Tyler Lockett.
Bobby Wagner, maybe?
Bobby Wagner? No.
Okay.
Did KW the third ever get it?
Sherman, maybe?
No.
Kenneth Walker might work.
No, he never won. He didn't
Remember
win.
He got hurt at the end of the year. Nope, can't do Richard Sherman. I think we already clicked it.
Right, I forgot. We tried that for the
Richard
interceptions.
You didn't.
Yeah, we tried to do Richard Sherman for the Commanders because I mixed him up with Josh Norman. Seahawks Rookie of the Year.
Marshawn Lynch.
Ooh, baby.
Could have gotten it while he was a... No, wait, I don't think he could have gotten it while he was a Bill.
Just try it and type in Marshawn Lynch. Man doesn't know how to spell Marshawn Lynch.
This man struggles sometimes.
All right. So beast mode, wasn't it?
I'm lost. I don't know.
AP Defensive Rookie of the Year. Or defensive or offensive coordinator.
Orlami is so white right now. What the fuck? Man's glowing, dude.
Earn on dark mode on Google
Okay,
Chrome.
Mr. Mayo, man. Okay, Will Levis.
Not gonna lie, don't know what that setting is.
Okay, I was thinking of Doug Baldwin, but no, he never won. He didn't win.
Did we try Kenneth Walker already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know he never. We know he didn't win.
Oh, we never tried typing it in, but yeah, Masson. What you said?
What about what's that cornerback they got? Woolen? Rick Woolen?
No,
Tariq?
it's because Sauce Gardner. No, because Sauce Gardner won it when Tariq Woolen
Yeah.
was
Okay.
I don't know. This might be a Google.
Ask ChatGPT, my guy.
Steve Largent wasn't one. Who else was a?
Adrian Peterson.
Peterson?
Wait. Apparently, they're saying that
No,
Russell
not the
Wilson.
Boz.
Oh no, that's Pepsi.
Adrian Peterson got
AP.
Rookie of the Year, and he played for the Seahawks.
Oh.
Oh, that could work. Fuck.
Yeah.
It could work. It did work.
Wait, Adrian Peterson?
Yeah, he got
played for
offensive rookie of the
Seahawks
year,
for a
and he
bit.
played for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
At near the end of his career, he won.
If
he
Sherman would have
won his
worked,
career.
the late Sean Taylor. We missed the rest. Whatever.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
On to depression.
Yeah. All right. So Super Bowl went to overtime. One of the few Super Bowls, I believe there's been 2 all time. Really, that's it. And I've seen both of them. The Patriots 28-3 comeback against the
My
Kyle
favorite.
Shanahan offensive coordinated Falcons, and now the overtime win by the Chiefs coming back against the Kyle Shanahan led head coached 49ers. Damn, Shanahan.
What did Masson
Damn.
say?
Now, and
Glorious crimes of his
father. When Shanahan saw that Tom Brady came back in overtime, it's like, you know what? I need to be ready to go in overtime. I need to be ready to do things in overtime and be able to actually execute through overtime.
And then
right?
you never got your team ready for overtime.
I fucking saw that.
I thought the
Look
I
at
thought
his
he said the
face.
reason-
It's
I
like
thought he said
His eyes got big right there too.
I thought Shanahan said something that the reason why he did pick to get the ball first was because his defense was gassed. He wanted them to actually rest.
Well, the playoff overtime rules are this. Both teams have the opportunity to possess the ball in overtime. If the score is tied after each team has possessed the ball, next score wins. And if the team kicking off to start the overtime period scores a safety on the receiving team's initial possession, that team that kicked off is the winner. And I don't think at any point the coaching staff decided to make that shit known to the players.
And then after that the last part end of that video, Kyle Juszczyk's putting his helmet on, and he says both teams get a possession. I didn't know that. Many of the players and coaching staff of the Niners did not know about the overtime rules that both teams get a possession, which is rough.
Oh, did they think it was the old rule? Where it
Yeah.
was
I
think
just
they
like
did.
One and done?
Yep.
And even so, like,
Wow.
they scored a field goal. They would have gotten it
still
regardless.
of the firm belief that it just should be college rules overtime, because
No.
you're not running up and
No,
down the
fuck
field.
that.
There's no. I mean, what's wrong with college rules? Maybe you move it back a little bit
Bro,
because
it's
their kickers are
boring.
better.
It's so boring.
College rules is awesome.
No, fuck that.
I want the game to actually end.
Yeah.
College rules,
Yeah.
they do end.
Yes,
Dude,
after like
it goes
5
to,
or
like,
6
six-
overtimes.
I've been to a game. Purdue
It's too
versus
many
Wisconsin,
gimmicks.
and it went through 6 overtimes, and we fucking lost.
And that's
Is
awesome.
that the
I
one
hate
where the
that.
That is
Illini?
awesome.
No, and it was in the fucking cold
And
in the
that's
rain.
at least that's more entertaining than watching baseball overtime.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, Gorlami.
We're in the 15th inning.
tired.
It's still 0-0.
I'm tired
Someone's
of just
bound to make
NFL
it
trying to do gimmick rules. No, I don't want it.
The rule how it is right now is fine. I think San Fran's just dumb. They just fucked up.
Yeah,
They fucked up and paid for it.
The final score was 25-22. The Chiefs win in overtime on a wide open, well drawn up bootleg play out to the right side. Getting the final possession in overtime and winning. Coming back again with their third Super Bowl in 4 or 5 years? Yeah. Well, yeah.
5.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. For the Niners, Brock Purdy, 23 for 38 for 255, a 6.7 average, 1 touchdown, no picks, 1 sack, and 89.3 rating.
Still a fucking dog, even though they lost.
Yeah, no, this is not on
the dog.
him. This is not on him at all.
Yeah.
He
I haven't
played
seen
very
everybody
well.
say that put the blame on like everybody from Brock Purdy to Kyle Shanahan to John Feliciano blaming his teammate to 8 on the line to I don't exactly know how to nail down, but it's a group effort.
The main blame that I'll talk about, I think, is the interior of the San Francisco 49ers line. The guard play was horrible. Chandler Jones was not playing edge. He was playing nose or tackle, right? And he was demolishing everybody. Maybe not the center as much, but the guards. He was able to break through multiple times. That last play where the Niners had to settle for a field goal in overtime is because Chris Jones went right through the left guard, just blew by him. Or right guard, yeah. Right guard, blew by him. So, again, I think the guard play was rough. Again, the amount of times I saw Chase Young fucking walking and just watching, like...
That's Albert Haynes.
Honestly, I feel like right now...
Situation.
I feel like right now I was calling them the Redskins, the fucking Washington football team won the trade. They got a 3rd round pick for Chase Young.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
They literally had their reverse Albert Hainsworth.
And then I whether you blame it on the blocking or on Moody for a bit low release, that extra point that would have put the score by 1 rather than being, matched up with 7s and 6s or 7s and 3s, the extra point by Jake Moody. I believe it was in the 4th quarter. Yeah, that 6 you see in the 4th quarter from the San Francisco 49ers. That was because of a blocked extra point. Whoever you blame that on is also deserving of it. And then again, Shanahan for not knowing, or the rest of the Niners for not knowing how the fuck overtime works.
Well, I kind of blame not for discarding the run until in the second half.
Yeah, and that's also something we've been complaining all postseason. Why do you abandon the run game when it's been the dagger in the heart for most of these teams that you're facing?
Yeah. I mean, Christian McCaffrey, 22 for 80 for rushing, 3.6 average. Brock Purdy also ran for 12 yards on 3 carries. Quarter. No, they didn't. Second and third quarter, McCaffrey was kind of didn't run a ton. Well, I guess in the second, but the third quarter mostly, the middle part of that game, since there were 5 quarters in this, if you will. McCaffrey also led the way receiving, 8 for 80 and a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 3 for 49. Juwan Jennings, 4 for 42 and a touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 3 for 33. Juszczyk, 2 for 31. Raymond McLeod, 1 for 19. Chris Conley, 1 for 18. And a big surprise, George Kittle, 2 for 4.
Yeah. Juszczyk, the fullback, had more receiving yards than Kittle.
Yeah. I know they use Kittle a lot in blocks, but at the same time, he's a dangerous weapon downfield. You got to get him some looks here.
They had him covered, though.
When he's on, he's on.
On the flip side for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, 34 for 46 for 333. It's a 7.2 average, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 3 sacks, and 99.3 rating. On the ground, he ran very well when he had the ability to. They were not designed runs. They were mostly him scrambling, 9 for 66. Pachenko, 18 for 59. They did a great job shutting down the run. Pachenko didn't do a great job on the ground.
A good portion of Mahomes leading the rushing game. It felt like he just thought it was like, fuck it, I'll do it myself moments in some of these plays. Like,
it was holding.
He got outside.
It was I'm not one to blame the refs a ton with certain things, but the past 3 Super Bowls the Chiefs have won, they have been called for a grand total of 0 holding calls.
And you can see a lot of holding calls that should have been called.
Yeah.
Hooking.
Few teams that got away with holding. Pretty sure there was a couple block in the backs that got away as well too.
Taylor's, I think
that always get that's just the NFL. They always let that go.
Anything stand out when you watch them?
They hold a lot.
They hold what? Yeah.
To go down 3.
Let's see this one.
Going empty.
There's Bosa.
Focusing on Bosa there. Oh, he's just hugging him.
Wow.
There's one.
Then try the tag.
Here we go again.
Behind him, holding.
That's
hooking.
You can see him grab a fistful of Uzi there. And look at that, turns into a first down.
That motion is called hooking, and like any level of officiating, they tell you
Another
if they
one?
hook, they hold.
Vegas had their nose in there.
Another hook.
Pulling
right there.
him down
all the way around his collar. That's.
I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas had their nose in there because the odds were for San Fran to win. Like, I'm not kidding. It was in Vegas.
Yeah.
House always wins.
plus T Swizzle.
Can we
Yeah.
get a?
I will
I want
say,
this quoted. Hooking
you'll-
is holding.
yes, hooking is holding.
Let's
I-
send a letter to Goodell.
I will
Hooking
say
is
the
holding.
after
God
game was kind of funny.
damn.
Not funny because not just for the after party where it's just showing like Travis and Taylor like slightly making out, but the cut it just goes over to the DJ booth where just Jason Kelsey's just in a luchador mask hyping up the crowd.
Drunk off his mind. But yeah, then receiving Travis Kelsey 9 for 93, McCole Hardman 3 for 57 and a touchdown, Justin Watson 3
Game
for
winner.
54, Rasheed Weiss 6 for 39, Isaiah Pacheco 6 for 33, Noah Gray 2 for 22, Marquez Valdez-Scantling 3 for 20 and a touchdown, and Jarrett McKinnon 2 for 15. Yeah,
Also, here's another reason why Chiefs won. Kadarius Toney didn't play.
Oh, also because McCole Hardman actually predicted that the 49ers would lose in the Super Bowl. Kind of.
yeah.
I'll post in the chat. It's like from the Hard Knocks when we were still a member of the Jets that they like brought in like some like medium to like say hey McCole, who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl? Like, oh, and are you gonna be at like yeah, and it's gonna be the 49ers losing. And he got the 49ers losing right. Did he know that he was gonna be at the Super Bowl winning against the 49ers? No, I don't think he did.
These goddamn hookers.
So yeah, I think the biggest issue was San Francisco got away from what was working, the run game. They didn't run much in the third at all, and then kind of resumed it in the fourth. But then you really can't because of time constraints. And then again, as we showed you the video of them just absolutely screwing up the call when they won the overtime. You always want to start on defense. That way you can know what you have to do. Because if you go out there and you stop Kansas City, force them to take 3, you need to get a touchdown.
You're
not going in, kicking a field goal and being like, I hope this stands. There's not a ton of pressure in your defense. Your defense is just out there playing free. So it's, a lot of miscues there by the 49ers that just led the Kansas City to get back into the game. Again, the holding did not help, but also Dre Greenlaw going down. Was
on
rough.
a non-contact play.
Yeah.
Not even a play. He's running off the sideline and then just falls over.
And then on his substitution was as far as pass coverage stats go, about who was getting the most amount of yards, catches, touchdowns, completion percentage, whatnot, and passer rating against people he was guarding, he was the worst. Yep. So they took advantage of an injury, which I mean you have to do for better or for worse, and they used it properly.
It
so hats off to the Chiefs there.
It sounds bad, but it's actually what other explanation is there? Like it sounds bad, but it's not.
What are you playing? You're just getting like flashed every 3 seconds.
Don't worry about
it. Don't worry about it. Boom, 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 boom. You're playing Helldivers, aren't you?
No.
Let's see. Gorlami is.
It's probably offline. It's Modern Warfare 3.
The old one.
Oh,
okay.
Even then,
But I mean, anyway, I mean, this was probably one of the a very well defensively coordinated Chiefs team, and their offense was run very smoothly. They didn't have a ton of star power, and they just won through the power of good play calling and good coaching, and not calling 375 screens a game. Zach fucking Taylor,
and shoving your coach 3 yards.
Yeah, that I would be concerned. Like Andy Reid is an older guy. Like there were a video of him celebrating with Chandler Jones when Chandler Jones was lying on his back celebrating the Super Bowl. Andy Reid came over and shook him a little bit, and it took Andy Reid a second to get up. Or when Travis Kelce yelled at him like that, staggering. I'd be concerned to yell at a guy like his age like that.
Especially how many cheeseburgers he eats. Heart attack territory there.
Jeez.
My freaking coach, if I yelled at him, I was getting tackled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he played college football. He's just built 300-pounder. Like he went to the NFL Combine, and he's a scary man.
Yeah. If that was anybody else that screamed at Andy Reid's face, they would be being sent to the locker room to pack your shit. You're not playing in the game anymore.
Well, yeah, unless it was Mahomes or maybe even Pacheco, but
yeah,
that's probably it.
And that goes back to both the Kelce brothers. They have attitude problems.
Even so, Kelce apparently said he apparently apologized on his podcast. I haven't seen it, but he apparently like formally apologized to the team.
Yeah,
and
he got
Andy
taken out
after the
because
game.
he was like getting like heated on the field because Mahomes missed him, and threw a pass to Scantling, and so they took him out, and
Yeah.
then the Chiefs after that like didn't.
And they do it. He's
Yeah.
yelling at him, and they're doing a run
Oh.
play. It's like, Travis, you can't block.
Going to
Yeah.
how that first like half went for the Chiefs, that Chiefs tensions were kind of probably getting high, so it is a little bit understandable. Even so, you don't scream at your head coach over it.
It doesn't matter.
Like
if
Antonio
it's
Brown did
small
that, and he
play.
got at when he was a Steeler, and it was just part of his downward spiral. So,
Yeah,
not saying he's going down that path. It's definitely not the CTE shit, but
yeah,
Both the Kelsey brothers have been known to have attitude problems.
yeah.
Like they get emotional for the game. And the downside to that is that they freak the fuck out when they shouldn't.
All right. So we all took predictions on this, and through the whole year, we've been taking predictions of the NFL games. 2 points if you predict the correct score the closest, 1 if you predict the correct team, and 1 loss if you don't pick the correct team. Macedon has been totaling up all the numbers for us as the weeks go on, and he will now announce from bottom to top the winners of the pick.
So last place is me. I went 211 and 118. Next is K-Duff. He went 217 and 114.
not last in
Lob-
both fantasies. Thank God.
Lob is third at 220 and 120. Mamba is second at 223 and 109. No, 223 and 111. While Gorlami is first with 223 and 109. He had 2 less losses, but he had the same amount of wins as Mamba. So
Close call.
yeah, we all
Very
predicted
close.
wrong for a Super Bowl. So
I mean, yeah, none of us wanted the Chiefs to win, as did most of America.
Nobody wanted the Chiefs to win.
Yeah. So yeah, congratulations, Gualami. That's your first pick and win. You now join me, Mamba, and I guess yourself now is the pick'em winners. Me winning the NFL season 1, Mamba winning XFL season 1.
I could give
Oh,
the
one
how many
more
times
point.
Lob had to press the shut up button.
Oh, let's hear that.
Let's hear
Bottom
that.
Alright,
from top,
so-
bottom to top.
So yeah, bottom and top. Bottom is Lob and Mamba. He had to press twice. Then it's Kadoff 7 times. Then me for 10 times. Gorlami, you're a great 24 times.
Oh,
Total of 45. Total of 45 times he had to press it this season.
Oh boy. All right. That's the end of the NFL season. That's the NFL season, and new tradition we're starting.
I thought you were going to
Who's-
do tier list.
Well, we are, but new tradition we're starting. The Super Bowl ends. We're covering the Super Bowl. Who's winning it next year?
Oh,
We'll start with
Um,
Macedon. 2 teams that are playing and who's winning.
Ooh. Baltimore, Detroit. Fuck it. I want to go crazy. Baltimore, Detroit.
And who's winning?
Baltimore.
Okay, Mamba.
I'm gonna go wild. I'm gonna go Texans Lions.
Oh,
hey yo.
and
Yeah.
you're taking
Lions.
the Lions. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Houston? They could get better this year.
All right,
Actually.
Gorlami.
Yeah.
Give me the Packers and Bengals.
Fuck you.
And
Healthy Joe Burrow is why I'm taking the Bengals. Fuck.
Fuck.
Give me the Packers winning it.
I hate this guy.
Of course you would.
I hate
all right,
this guy.
K-Duff.
Enough.
All right, so Kansas City has confirmed a dynasty with this win. And knowing how dynasties work, they're not going to make it back for 4 years and then lose 2 in a row to the Giants. So I'm going to say this next season it's going to be Bills Lions and Lions win.
Or they go to Troy.
Bills.
Or they go to
Damn.
Troy Aikman route.
I cannot see. Oh my god! I don't.
All
wanna
right,
say this
the
out.
game is in New Orleans.
Oh, it is, yes.
Oh,
The
not
game is
bad.
going to be in New Orleans.
In the Caesar Dome, not the
In the Caesar Dome, yes.
Super Bowl in the dome usually go pretty well.
And because of their success this season, and also I think a new defensive coach change in position, we'll see who they hire as defensive coordinator. But I think the Niners will be back. However, a healthy Joe Burrow and a game in his former collegiate city of New Orleans means Joe Burrow is going to be getting there, and the Bayou Bengals are going to get their revenge against the San Francisco 49ers. That's my take. All right. One last segment, and then I think we'll wrap it up. We're going to be moving on
Just
to
such a
the
shitty
tier
build
list.
of a city.
What?
It's below the sea
It's
level.
old. It's
And
old.
it's below the sea
Well, also the
level.
levies were destroyed because of a little something that happened in
mean,
2006, but
The Superdome
Yeah,
did
because
save
it's
people
below
from
sea level. That's why it
hurricane-
gets so fucked.
You realize how old New Orleans is, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's still
You know
built
the
in the shitty
Superdome
spot.
saved people during Katrina, right?
That was like the
right,
the
what's
water
the tier-
levels
what's the-
risen. All right, we'll just do it here. Don't need the funny music. Anyway, here we go. Board games.
Oh, what the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah. Yo, Jenga's S tier, 100%.
Jenga's S tier, 100%. Okay,
Yeah,
I
good
put
thing.
Jenga.
No, hold on. Axis and Allies is S tier. Should I put
For
S
sure.
tier?
I'll be
played
honest,
that
I've
so
actually
much
never
as a
played
kid.
Axis and Allies.
It's a lot of fun if
Get
you
'em
get some
out.
people together. It's
Kick
fun.
'em out.
Really
Kick 'em
good.
out.
Play.
Get 'em outta here.
I have the 43 version. I don't like it as much. Get the 42 version, which has a Europe and a Japan or a Asia theater, and bring them together.
Pacific,
It's a lot of fun.
Pacific and
Okay.
European.
Yeah,
That is
I-
fun.
Monopoly's
Never
S
played.
tier.
What's that one? Cark.
yeah. I've never
I've
played
never-
Carcassonne?
Never played
Gloomhaven.
Gloomhaven.
Chess.
Chess is fun.
B.
I played that.
It's been a while since I played
mid.
it.
Been a
Cranium.
while.
Never
Oh,
played it.
I used to play the Cranium games. I had a whole bunch.
Never,
Of guys.
never
Ticket
played.
to Rides. I've played it a few times. Pretty fun, but okay.
Is
apples
that
to
just like
apples.
Transport
Never
Fever, but
played.
like on
Never
board games?
played
Never
apples
put
to
apples
apple.
to apples.
It's literally
Bro.
PG against humanity.
Yeah, Battleship.
Well,
Battleships was fun. Yeah.
You sunk
B.
my battleship.
B5.
B for Battleship.
All right, Candyland.
Oh, the OG. That's the OG for me.
C. It's been so long.
Cards Against Humanity.
A.
I love that.
Settlers of Catan.
A.
played that once.
That's pretty fun.
Pretty fun.
It's
Shoots and ladders.
Ladders.
S
Old
tier,
school.
F.
S tier.
Eels and
F.
escalators.
What?
This man
sorry,
got
dude.
all shoots. I know for a
He was the
fact
guy
he
who
got
landed on
all
the eels
shoots.
all the time.
Dog.
Clue.
Escalator.
B tier. B tier.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
Oh, I was born.
C.
on
I've
Yahtzee.
only made it C. I think I only played it maybe a couple times.
Jenga.
Jenga. I'm trying to
Jenga.
remember Jenga. Was that
It's,
the?
it's literally the stacking blocks. Yeah.
Stacking blocks
Oh,
on rows
okay.
of 3.
You've never played drunk Jenga.
Oh,
You've
God.
never been
Not-
like playing
not
like
just-
giant
not
2x4s at a brewery and
drunk
then just
That
getting.
shit
Um,
is S tier.
Drunk Jenga is so fun.
I don't know why they give you the 2x4 version in a bar, because I feel like if people get pissed off, you just have like, what, 30 or 40 odd just weapons there sitting.
Exactly.
2x4. Damn.
Or you
I
get the
think you
angry
should be
drunk who
asking
doesn't get what he
me.
It's like a
wants.
Texas death match.
never played. Sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know what. Yeah, I never heard
No,
of that
who's-
one.
Locker.
Yo, you're asking
I
the
have no
wrong
idea.
person these.
Trivial
Trivial
Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit.
There's so many
Good
categories.
with trivia
of this.
games.
B. Yeah, like it's
Just
weird.
general,
Like, depends on
general
which one.
trivia, I guess. Risk.
B. C.
Yeah.
See
I
for
think I
Scrabble.
saw his,
Scrabble.
Scrabble.
Scrabble's fun.
I'm trying to remember that one.
It's
I'm trying to remember.
basically make your own word.
Make words, yeah, on a
crossword.
board.
Oh, A tier. A tier. That
Okay.
could be fun. Yeah.
The one where you have this tube and a bunch of marbles, and you put sticks in there, and then you try to pull out sticks until all the marbles fall, and whoever pulls out the marbles.
Oh, I thought that was
Never
Mousetrap.
I never heard of that.
No. That's Mousetrap.
Life.
The game of life.
C.
Pretty mid.
Operation.
Oh,
Operation.
Operation.
A tier.
Yeah, fun game.
So
Yeah.
stressful.
It was so
Hungry,
stressful.
hungry
Stop!
Hungry, hungry hippos.
C tier. Like I don't know. Connect 4.
Oh,
B tier.
Monopoly.
Okay.
Monopoly.
also
I
fun.
kind of had to say
Tier,
F
dog.
tier.
Oh yeah, everyone hates
What?
Monopoly after like 3
What?
rounds.
Are you kidding me?
Bro,
You
I
just
am the
snowball.
deal-
Are you
Monopoly is just
I'm
snowballing.
shooken.
So
I'm shook.
I am the
It's-
deal
yeah.
maker.
Mousetrap.
Ah, God, it's been so long.
I've never played Mousetrap. We kind of just messed around with like the.
B, because I remember it being kind of fun, but I can't remember at all.
Pictionary.
Never played that.
It's mid.
pretty much.
Pie face.
Never played that.
It's you literally just wind it. It's like Russian roulette with a
swear
handful
to
of whipped
God,
cream.
Maston, if
I
you've
don't know what
never
that is.
I've never played Strategories. I don't.
I never
Neither
heard
have
of it.
I.
That
I
is an
have.
A tier.
Good
Never
game.
heard of it.
For you,
All
baby.
right.
Categories,
Gorlami.
categories is good.
Stratego.
S tier.
What the fuck is Stratego?
It's
I
a.
like
the
how we're just a bunch of
OG.
fucking. We are such nerds. We put Axis and Allies and Stratego at the top.
I mean, that's just
God
massive,
damn
bro.
Trouble.
You forget you forget the tabletop games I play.
That's true.
Fucking
Trouble
This is what
C.
we are.
No,
Next
well,
thing you know,
I
you're
mean,
not gonna. You never played Skip-Bo or Backgammon.
What is
I never
this?
played
Speaking of which.
I never played backgammon.
Yeah, I don't-
Oh, toast
Is
my
that
big
that
mouth.
marble game where you? No, I don't know what it is.
No, that's something completely different.
There we
Never
go.
played
Think of thinking
backgammon.
Mancala.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mancala.
All right. That is the tier list. Maston's tier list of games. I guess if it's Maston's, got to move this down here. So
Yeah.
No.
Jenga should be S tier.
Jenga's very fun. Jenga's very,
Absolutely should.
Drunk
fun.
Jenga is so fun.
I don't think we have any questions.
I always
No.
pull shot.
Check.
Not
real
much
quick.
else to cover. I think the next couple weeks, looking forward in the schedule, we'll be looking at the off-season grades. Well, I guess the immediately post-season grades for the teams, looking at their season, kind of rating what they did and how they did. We'll take it. Each week will be a division. So AFC West, AFC North, AFC South, NFC West, NFC, whatever, we'll look at each one, kind of break down the teams, rate them on a scale, like, A plus, B minus, that grading scale. And then before you know it, we're going to be in UFL season. So we got to figure out some UFL teams who we're going to support and follow like that.
Draft.
And yeah, the draft is in April. So that's only about a month and a half away.
Rip the
DC and the Power of the Lemons will win this time. I promise.
The Battlecocks are still in there, right?
Yes.
Battlecock
Yeah.
survived.
Seattle isn't, so I got to find a new team. Is Vegas in there? Or is it
Strange.
Vegas Vipers?
Wait,
No.
Vipers are not
tell
in.
me-
There's literally no West Coast teams. Maybe you could count I think San Antonio is like probably the most Western team on there, but that's a
Wait, are you
stretch.
telling me the
Okay, here's the
Seattle
teams.
CB Dragon, these ball sacks are gone?
Yeah, Birmingham
Yeah,
Stallions,
Bruh.
Houston
Dude.
Roughnecks, Memphis Showboats, Michigan
Roughnecks.
Panthers, and then that's the USFL conference, and then the XFL conference is Arlington Renegades, DC Defenders, San Antonio Brahmas, St. Louis Battlehawks.
So it's
Oh,
three
I
teams
thought
in
they kept-
Texas,
I thought they kept
none on the
Birmingham.
West Coast. Oh, Birmingham's sticking around.
Dude, the
Think
Sea Dragon.
Isn't Birmingham
they
the one that
won
won?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won it.
Birmingham
Funny-
won, and
funny enough,
then
though-
Arlington won, but Arlington is
Funny enough,
Arlington's
the
around
runners
still.
up for the USFL, the Pittsburgh Maulers, they didn't survive. That was I kind of thought was weird.
That's interesting. Maybe there
I
wasn't
mean,
a
it could be
market
if the
for it.
owner's not able to actually pay and like.
Yeah, here it
Even
is.
so, I mean, the whole league is bankrolled by the Rock. So
Can you paint me a Birmingham?
Well, I don't. Yeah, how is
The
the
Mamba.
ownership-
Yeah, I guess we picked teams now that we're kind of looking forward to it just a little bit. Mamba staying with the
Yeah.
Battlehawks.
the battle?
KDF staying with the DC Defenders. There's
You're
no
damn right I am.
Vegas anymore, Gorlami, so
Thank the Lord. They're playing on a baseball field.
I went with Birmingham during the.
Birmingham
USFL.
Stallions. Okay.
so take the
They won
Stallions.
I guess and I took the Michigan Panthers, so yeah. Detroit.
They suck.
I guess I'll go Showboats just because it's the closest to me in a
Wait,
way.
I just realized something. They have nothing out west.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
said that.
we were saying that. No Vipers, no
Did you
Dragons.
just not listen.
Well, I mean, like
No, he
if
doesn't.
you think about it, the Seattle Sea Dragons were so far away from everything for the XFL,
XFL.
and then
Yeah,
like
traveling was an issue.
there's no California
Mhm.
team, so traveling was probably just a big expense. And then I don't think it's as popular out there. There's a reason a lot of these are in the South.
Football is
Especially
life
with
in the South.
places that don't have NFL teams usually, like besides Defenders and the Panthers, and then Texas.
Yeah,
is-
St.
I
Louis
can-
doesn't have a
I can-
team.
Well, the Battlehawks have become St. Louis's team since the Rams moved.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
Memphis doesn't have a team. Doesn't have a
The
football team.
Panthers are banking on the Lions being bad and them being good.
People that argue that Memphis has that the Titans are Memphis's football team. No. Nashville
No.
and Memphis are like completely different cities. That's not a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, it kind of helps out that Arkansas is right there. Arkansas has no professional sports, so that might help them out a little bit, getting a team in Memphis. Obviously,
They
there's
are
some
kinda
other
weird, yeah.
Memphis teams, so But yeah, a lot of
I
Texas
appreciate
football.
all the lakes added.
And Alabama. I don't think they even
I
have
am
any
surprised
professional team at all.
No
so
Florida team.
Stallions
There
are
was an
nice.
Orlando team last year that caused KDF and I to eat lemons, but they're not there anymore. So
Yeah, they were thankfully taken out behind the shed and
Wait,
shot
who was
for being so
the
terrible.
Florida team? I forgot.
the
It was the
Orlando
Guardians, I think.
Guardians, yeah.
Don't worry,
Oh,
don't worry.
yeah,
The
they're shit.
Brahmas will make you.
They
it
don't
again.
exist anymore. It's like Scrappy Doo. They are not around anymore.
Yeah,
Just
the Brahmas.
forget it and move on.
The Brahmas led by Heinz Ward. Forgot about that. But yeah, anyway, looking forward to the XFL season. Let's go Panthers. I don't know if it's really good to say let's go Panthers.
DC all the way this time.
because Carolina
DC all the
Panthers
way.
and now Michigan Panthers.
And then you got and then you got
I mean,
the
Carolina
Pitt.
Panthers
There's a
are
difference though.
trash
This
anyway, so
this
it
team does not have David Tepper as owner, so I think they'll be okay.
All right, I think that about wraps us up for us
So
and
what game
now
we
for the NFL season. What game we're playing till 1 a.m. man?
Hold fast nations at war.
Football Stooges line battle. Anyway, thank you for joining the Football Stooges. We hope you enjoyed the podcast and the NFL season as much as you could. It ended horribly like last season did. But as always, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Ask us a question if you have any, and be on the lookout for our videos coming every week breaking down the rest of the NFL's season grades as we move on closer and closer to the draft in the NFL. A lot of stuff coming in the offseason. Actually, it's a fun time. We get to break down a lot of different things and see how teams are starting to look on paper. But now begins the dark times of waiting for football to come back. So, for myself, for Macedon, for Mamba, for KDF, and for Gorlami, thank you for watching the Football Stooges, and we'll see you around the horn. Run the damn ball.
Yeah, Shanahan.
We'll start Warhammer.
Shanahan.